Okay friends, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. It's week 100 now, and in the last episode I'm trying to remember which mission it was that I said I wanted to go on. I'm judging by the fasting seals that we wanted to do a long one. Medium. Yeah, I think we wanted to go for the Ancestors Musket Ball. Explore 90% of rooms. Yeah, look at the setup. This is a dodgy setup. Stabbing, poisoning, lots of shooting, lots of dodging, damage plus healing. Oh yes, and we got a bunch of people who are good against Eldritch and Weald. Oh, and by the way, shout out to, I think it was Mobilny Wids, pointed out that when you are removing negative quirks, you can reinforce positive quirks at the same time. Did not know that. Thanks, buddy. Holy water in the Weald. Not really needed. I think this is a long one. Let's take plenty of torches. I do mean plenty. We don't need food, obviously. We got the fasting seals. Antivenom, we've got bandages. Don't interact with anything, do they? They interact with the corpses on the ground. So maybe just two. And I mean, I have a battlefield medicine hit. Okay, disorient in size. Blinding gas might, I think, be better than disorienting blast. Although this gives clear corpses. But heal, stab, dodge, protect. And 35 dodge. Plus 8, so 40 something dodge. The dodge numbers are kind of low on these lads. Anyways, 55% scouting, I like that too. This is of course because of the Ancestors map. Right, let's roll. 2 firewood, skeleton key. Purchase much food. That's fine, we have fasting seals. Now this mission isn't going to help us find the Weald bosses we need to find. I still need to find the 16 pounder and the level 3 hag, but I think I don't want to turn down this chance to get that Ancestors Musket Ball. We combine that Musket Ball with some of the items we have for the Arbalest, and we're going to have a pretty scary Arbalest. And of course the Musket Ball can be used for any of the ranged damage dealers.
Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Sorry folks, I just spilled a bit of coffee here. Probably shouldn't have used the void mug. It's a problem with trans-dimensional methods of fluid conveyance. Unreliable. Okay, we are Darkest Dungeon sized. One quick check of do I even want Noxious Blast? I won't be able to hit any of the If it wasn't for the damage I do with Bloody Herb and Incision, well, we certainly don't need Noxious Blast and Incision because it hits the same areas. So we can go Plague Grenade instead. Okay, explore 90% of rooms. And we are going to prioritize heirlooms over money because we have something like 110,000 gold.
A victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
It's a long dungeon, we'll go through that way. I could probably leave out those 3 if I go like that. Sorry folks, just checking my bitrate real quick. Looks fine. I haven't streamed for a bit. It's weird how Twitch shows me as live yet offline. Whatever. Just Twitch things.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
I forgot that the spiderwebs use bandages. Whoa! That's worth 2,200. And that was a reward for one of the level 3 exploration quests, and we just found one randomly in a stump.
Masterfully executed.
55 minus 6. Just keep pumping damage into this thing. Are we? Friends, 1 second, hang on. Let's see my chat still. There we go. The key is going to be destroying the giant ectoplasm in the same turn as the cohesive ectoplasm. Free healing.
A death by inches.
I hate cytokinesis. Oh, looks good. Excellent.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Success. So
I think money-wise, we'll just keep heirlooms.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We will light torches once we're actually in a battle. Gotta love the fasting seals. That's what I wanted, some deeds. But I think... No, we've used the deeds for everything that we really need. What we need is busts. We need busts and we need portraits. This is so typical. I don't particularly need the money, but it's really what I'm finding now.
The way is lit. The path
This is gonna
is
suck.
clear. We require only
I've got to go
the
double
strength
stun, I
to
think.
follow it.
65%. 140. Double stun, excellent. Kill the bombards first. Owie. 10 is quite a lot of damage, and he's not even marked yet. Blight 100%. So 140 stun, 115, so 35% chance to stun. Not worth. I've got to move these lads around. This is a bit of a screw up, honestly. One hit point, so close.
Well struck.
Owie. That Rend the Mark ability has quite a high crit chance. This is instead. Curses.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
So our dodge isn't as high as it has been with other previous runs, but that's got to do with who we're taking on these runs. Still, 57 did for us there.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, Frosty, you can start healing on the next turn. Now I'm wishing I'd brought the disorienting blast instead. Shit.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
Now
is
we're talking.
taken.
Almost 60 dodge. That's better. Let's finish off this little mushroom nerd. No!
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The
Dang it.
end approaches.
So I kind of don't mind if the flagellant takes more poison damage. That's just going to set him up for a big heal.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Now we're talking. So emerald, we can get a stack of 5. Let's leave emeralds. And let's leave the cash. And let's leave the demons occultist thing. We're only after heirlooms. We're going to camp just because we need inventory space.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Fasting seals, aren't they amazing? So good. Prevents ambush, and now we just want unparalleled finesse for dodge and melee skill. What other damage can we have here? Remove blight, remove disease. No one's got any diseases. I will say the flagellant has pretty crap camping skills. Supply item, we might as well. We've got the space. We don't really have any other damage buff options. Shovel could be useful. Self-disease resist plus stress. Excellent. Am I about to drop rubies? I suppose I could because I can find ancient heirlooms. Mazuma, good evening. Just realized I haven't been using the antiquarian to open up chests and whatnot. You see, good evening. I really do hope that we can reveal the last couple of bosses. I want to get them done. I'm still very much enjoying Darkest Dungeon, but I do want to get it over with.
Glittering gold.
Whoa!
Trinkets and
Ancestor's coat.
balls.
15 dodge.
Paid for in blood.
Whoa.
The light. The promise of safety.
Crit and accuracy for melee skills. I think I'll just take the extra dodge. 64 dodge base. Thank you for asking. Do you see it went really rather well? It would be ungentlemanly to say anything further, but very well. Very, very well. What a lovely young lady. Alright, here we go. Harrying Gnashes.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ah! Well, you say happy days. We're going to be playing Blood Bowl soon, and then that'll be the end of the happy days. I'm playing Honor Holt. I think he has one of the Norse
Foolish
teams.
horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I know I got rid of my surgical gloves there, but that's fine. We've got like another 3 pairs back at base.
As the light gains purchase,
Here we go!
spirits are
Shit!
lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Right, kill whatever you can, quick as you can, and stun the back 2 rows. I think I rolled a 20 for charisma though. But the important checks are going to come later on when you have to start rolling for persuasion. Damn it. Oh, dodge, 74 dodge. That's pretty sick. And they keep attacking him. We can get them up to 100 dodge.
A decisive pummeling.
Let's shoot and have them both dodge because fuck. Now, okay, the flagellant should keep flagellating. And the antiquarian should keep invigorating. That should be 84 dodge now on the highwayman. Owie.
Teetering on the brink.
Don't you dare die of
facing the
poison.
abyss.
Whew. Loving it. I'll start poisoning this bitch. She's got 80% blight resist. 140 minus 80, so 60% chance. Let's stun her. Work on the giant. 97 hit points, but he's bleeding for 15. Protect me. He must have close to 100 dodge now. Look at that, 28 dodge, plus 10 dodge, 92 dodge. Sick. The thing is that it kind of doesn't help that much if only one of your characters has the dodge. The problem with the setup now is we're not doing enough damage. Let's just keep pumping out the damage. It's really only the highwayman who's doing damage now.
The ground quakes.
Okay, we need 32 minus 19. Okay, he's gonna bleed to death in the next turn. It looks like 92 dodge is the max.
Annihilated.
I think I need to be a little bit careful with this setup. I need to make sure that I do damage with at least 2 of the 4 characters every turn.
The bigger the beast, the greater the
And as good as the
glory.
antiquarian's dodge stacking is, I probably shouldn't underestimate the damage we can do with nervous stab. Forget the ruby. Just give me the crests. Two more battles. See, I've got a full inventory already. Let's just go see what's in there. I don't see us coming back here. Oof. Deeds. Precious deeds. What do we drop? Bandages. can't camp because we're still under camp effect. I suppose that's why. With the anti-venom, we can drop the skeleton keys and the shovels, and I'd say the medicinal herbs are the most important. Gonna go like that, and then up around like that. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, if I find a secret room, then I'll definitely switch from going for heirloom run to money, because you'd be a fool to turn down those trapezohedrons. They're so effective, money-wise. And isn't there an achievement for stockpiling 250,000 gold? We might as well work our way towards that. It would be nice if I could finish this playthrough, Dolmar! If I could finish this playthrough and get all the achievements, I'd be very pleased. Okay, I've never gotten dodge this high before. This, and you know what? On the Houndsmaster, we can give the Houndsmaster the dodgy collar, plus 12 dodge, and the Ancestor's coat for plus 15 dodge, plus the base 35 dodge, so that's plus 60 dodge base. But finding the bloody herb has been kind of weird, because it very much changes the way that you then use the Plague Doctor. I feel happiest using the Plague Doctor healing and supporting, but
of skill and purpose.
with items like that, especially when you combine that bloody herb with the surgical kit, it's like a plus 50% damage. Oh, that's right, you can't reclaim yourself.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Look at this, we actually have to leave sapphires behind. Kind of crazy. I think we have to drop all the supply items except for the shovels. Let's see, it has a lock on it. Yeah, there it is. I do want the rare antiques, but look at these deeds. It's just fucking...
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Am I actually going to leave this ancient artifact behind? Ancient antique behind? For 48, 54, it's 24, it's 28. God, that's an incredible heirloom run. Already it's an incredible heirloom run. We're not even halfway.
Oh
Oh no.
Will find no clemency in this place.
Extra stress on my flagellant. Whatever shall I do? Other than enjoy the extra speed and damage when he gets to 100 stress. Good. Okay, cue the secret room. Now we can avoid that obstacle, so we're probably going to have to camp and then get rid of the shovels. But honestly, at this point, I think even if we have to dig through some obstacles by hand, we can take the stress hit. Still got one more battle for camping buff, but here we go, room with curio. And apparently the rest of the dungeon is going to be a dark dungeon, because I'm greedy and I want them heirlooms. Almost. Okay, we need one more point of damage there, but obviously we go ahead and miss that. This is quite powerful actually, because him being marked means he's always going to get attacked. So we just keep stacking the dodges. No, what is that?
Impressive.
But of course, those guys can hit the back line.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Just a casual 78 dodge and he's still hit. It's whatever. 68 dodge, still getting hit. Oof. No! Looks like that mark prey skill actually stacks the minus dodge.
Such a terrible assault cannot be.
That's unfortunate. Excellent.
A trifling victory. But
Oh,
a victory
nonetheless. Isn't it bonkers that I have to leave rubies behind? We could have had a full stack of rubies. But, oh well, what are you gonna do? No need to use any encouragement. Trinkets and supply items, no need. Stress for 4 battles, maybe. Healing received for 4 battles. That I think I'm actually going to give that. Here we go to Dolmar because he needed the extra hit points, and he's going to be getting targeted quite a lot.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Come on, guys, can't you balance the stuff on your heads or something?
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Whoa! Hateful Virago. Been meaning to take her out for a while, so I suppose it's kind of good that she's here.
Devastating blow.
Is the Hateful Virago a once-off? I think it is. It's like a boss. I think it is. Or just a super high level. Let's hope she doesn't start throwing that ruinous hex onto the highwayman. I think we need to rejig the Plague Doctor's abilities. Let's see, Blight is 50, Blight is 140. I can keep trying to hit the Raving Madman, but only 64% chance to even hit him, so... The amount of dodge on the enemies is really hurting us.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
This setup is a little low on damage, if I'm honest. But with the invigorating vapors, hopefully we can just ignore all of their damage. Shit, that's a lot of horror.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
But of course, it's fine for the flagellant. 18, good damage. Bleed resist, what?
The blood quickens.
Oh, you're kidding. Mushroom penis. No! Necrotic fungus. Healing prevented. Ugh. You bitch. Got it. Okay, that is fucking a lot. Die, you little shit. 2 more hit points. We have taken so much stress from this fight. Come on, 5 more damage.
One can sometimes find clarity in madness, but only rarely.
That was rough. Rough battle.
This expedition at least promises success.
It's time to drop the shovels. I think it might be. Look at that. Now that is an heirloom inventory. 90% of rooms. We've still got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rooms, I would think. I'm afraid. And it's all going to be in the dark. Ah, I didn't fix my party setup. Okay, it's only a couple of slimes. You absolute tit. What are you doing? 5 hit points.
Eradicated.
I feel like the antiquarian can finish that off.
Destroyed.
Never mind. Eating Griff. Dodge. The setup has its moments, but it's not quite working for us right now. I need more damage. I feel like Flagellant Healer, these 3 together doesn't give me enough damage. Just because they're like off damage dealers. The second pure damage dealer, I reckon, would have done the business for us. Like maybe you leave out the Antiquarian and take an Arbalest, but on a long run you need that. You need this Antiquarian for the money and the heirlooms.
A dizzying fall.
Although if I'd been smarter, I would have known that I was going for heirlooms specifically, not money. So then there's less usefulness out of the Antiquarian. Don't forget to swap your lads around. But still, so far, the biggest reward was just picking up a casual Ancestor's coat out of a box. Like, amazing. So if we successfully complete this, we would have recovered the Ancestor's coat, and the Ancestor's Musket Ball. 2 ancestral items, plus an inventory full of heirlooms. Hell of a run. Still, let's not start counting our cash yet. We haven't got out of this yet. I still need to do at least 2 more battles in the pitch black.
Now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
I need more busts, so I think you're more likely to get busts in the ruins. But the thing is, we've cleaned out all the ruins bosses. The Cove, I think, is pretty good for busts as well. I want to do that too. Right, Frosty, punish. Look at that, that's actually blinding gas is limited to its amount of uses now. Didn't realize that.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Okay, Frosty, give us a big heal. Ow!
Unbalanced.
Don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned, you fucking bastard. Nine damage per turn for the bleed. That's voice 13. 2 hit points, too little.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Ow! So even though he gets the healing debuff, I think I still need him to use Exsanguinate again.
A singular
Shot.
strike.
Die, you bastard.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I have to leave all this behind. That nuts. Just means the audio a touch high. Apologies to you, those of you watching. I'm going to be rubbing my neck the whole night. I've got a pinched nerve in my neck. Ugh, just turning my head. Agony. It's only a touch of Corona. It's not an unreasonable amount of Corona. I don't know why, but that's reminded me of a wonderful anti-vax post I saw on Reddit, where someone was posting, some anti-vaxxer was posting on Reddit like, I don't know why they put all this fucking chemicals in these vaccines. What they should do is they should rather give you a little bit of the disease and let your body build up resistance naturally. And I actually posted that unironically. I thought that was brilliant.
Their cursed champion falls.
Evening, Senator. Are you ready for some Blood Bowl? We're going to be Blood Bowling after this. Just need to wait for Honor Holt to show up. What's his team? I'm just going to look up what team he is. I want to know who I'm playing against tonight. Blood Bowl 2, Viewer League 3 registration. Underworld. Ooh, that's going to suck. His troll is gonna. Oh god. I recall Darkest Dungeon 2 just being announced and then that was it. They just said it's coming, and that's all that we were told.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I want portraits or 6 more deeds. I'm not going to take any more loot. We are full up on loot. But who are we kidding? There is no other game launch that's more important than Bannerlord right now. Oh, quite for Bannerlord. I think what I want to do when we finally start playing Bannerlord is I kind of, well, I think you guys know my style by now. I don't want to do the playthrough that all the other, you know, streamers do. So almost every Mountain Blade playthrough I've seen, with the exception of some of the shitpost ones by Simo or Koifish, most of them are like, you know, like 1000 stat man or, you know, main characters that are gods on the battlefield. I kind of want to go for like more of a trader and leader sort of playstyle, not only because I'm pretty shit at fighting, but I want to see how viable that is. Maybe build a guy who's like an okay archer, and then you just stay at the back and direct the battlefield from, you know, from further back, and put huge amounts of points into trading just to make money, huge amounts of points into negotiation, so we go into the political system. Because I feel like seeing what the fighting system is like is going to be the easiest aspect, but then digging into all of the other aspects like the marriage, the vassal state system, the political system, all that stuff, I find that way more interesting. And of course, I mean, if I can trade butter, I'm going to trade butter. That's sweet, sweet butter. Damn it, lads.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Got him. Come on, big dodge.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Well, that seems very unlikely to me. Especially if we consider the track record of that developer. Just blanking what they're called again now. Tail Worlds.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And I mean, Tail Worlds was so receptive to modding that suggests to me at least that, like, okay, so Tail Worlds don't strike me as the kind of developers that if they release a piece of shit, first of all, what have they been doing for the last 8 years? And they strike me as very receptive to criticism and ideas from the community, so I predict great things.
Every cleared path and charted route
Nice.
reduces the isolation of our
Crit and damage for range skills. And 23,000 gold. 72, so it's 80, it's 90 crests. 36 deeds. That's a record for heirlooms. That's nice. Damage and warrants, I like that. Vertigo, we can treat that, that's fine. Fear of Eldritch, that's crap, that has to go. Lygophobia and Red Plague has to go.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
So Ducey, did you ever play any of the first Mountain Blade? Remember, we're looking for events that will give us the buffs. Here we go. Sunshine in the Thicket, we'll do that one. Yeah, Warband only, me too. I only ever played the single player for Warband. I love the single player. Primarily because I'm Garbo at multiplayer. Okay, so sort by class, we have one more space on our roster. Only one Houndsmaster, that's no good. We need more Houndsmasters. Another Houndsmaster or another Man-at-Arms. 2 Lepers is fine. 3 Plague Doctors. Okay, so we're going to pick up either another Jester or Arbalest or Houndsmaster. We need level 3 though. Occultist, we got enough already. And let's keep upgrading. I think we've upgraded almost all of the buildings. And you might think trade in the portraits, but no. Where's this portrait building here? Altar of the Light, stun and healing skills for Crusader, Vestal, and Flagellant. Only 50 more deeds. I could build the Athenaeum now. Antiquarian, Occultist, Plague Doctor. Blight skill, debuff skill chance. Nah. I think we should actually, for our 28th character, it should be a Jester, considering we already have the Performance Hall. Speed, Finale, and Stress. Speaking of stress, who's afflicted? Loads of people. Go gamble a bit. I think we'll take out Tupasquare on the next fight and then give her the virtue items. Actually, I should have chosen who's going on the next mission first before entering into stress relief. We're up to 130,000. Okay, Bounty Hunter, crit and accuracy. Is that, how good is that? That's kind of good. Another sun ring, but the light and dark items though are at this point being surpassed by the other items we have. Okay, let's do this mission that gives us sunshine in the thicket. So activating 3 infected corpses back into the Weald. We'll take as many level 5s as we can. Get them up to level 6. Flash Heart, how would you deal in the Weald? You'll do very well in the Weald. Best Square, you'll do well as well. We're a bit light on healers here. Look at this. I know we're not. We'll just take one of the Vestals out. Damage. A bit of beef up front wouldn't be bad. Klepto, no. We have to get rid of that. I think Cormiel's then. Disease only 20, so he needs disease resist item. That's for sure. Accuracy and crit, kind of good. Stress skills. I think we have a Book of Constitution. This reminds me, the Siren's Conch makes me want to try a run where we take our man-at-arms in position 4, give him the Siren's Conch, and he just sits in the back and just bellows. Minus dodge, minus speed on the enemy. Crits received. That's only while marked. Who else is good at debuffing? Not really. I mean, many debuff skills. Damage and protection. I mean, that's gonna work anyway. So, right. Best square. Crit debuff. Accuracy in position 4. Didn't we just get our hands on the musket ball? Crit and damage on ranged skill. Accuracy in position 4. Crit in position 4. I think we had something better there. What was it? Yeah, we go. Accuracy and speed in position 4. But plenty of speed, plenty of accuracy, so I don't really need that. Crit, trap disarm, scouting, speed. Let's go for the sniper's ring. Accuracy and crit. Big healing items. Where are they? 25 healing. Healing, but only in position 2. So, healing skills. The Jester, I think he's still better off using, and we go like critical dice for 7% crit. What else? Crit versus marked. We're not going to be fighting much unholy. No, never mind. This is almost a big screw up here. that. Where's the other ring? Start would have to do that. Just until Super Square gets her virtue to trigger. How come I always scroll past the other virtue chance ring? We lose it? Oh, there it is. So, accuracy in position 4, and then where's that musket ball? Crit damage for... Does he have any ranged skills? I don't think he does. Okay, what here gives disease resist? Any of these boss items give disease resist? The protection is kind of tempting. Blight, bleed, debuff, resist. Blight, bleed. Oh yeah, I've got to use that. Cleansing crystal. Plus Book of Constitution, I think will be all we need for Cormiel's. Yep. 140 blight, 50 disease. The disease could still be better. So these are our lads we're taking out. I think we have enough damage. Leaving the jester position 4 is always an option. Shadow Lace. Razor's Edge. Very cool. The Cruelest Crown. Slash and solo, that's cool. Right, YouTube folks, when we come back, we'll be activating 3 infected corpses, getting Sunshine in the Thicket, which I hope then reveals... What are we hunting? The Hag Witch or the 16-pounder? We'll see.